I'm nervous. Help. Hey everybody, it's Bunny, and today's video is going to be all about my brand new tattoo, which, if I am being completely honest, this is the first time I feel like I have felt genuinely nervous to get a tattoo. What day is it?
Tattoo day.
Tattoo day. I think last time we came and got my last tattoo on a Tuesday, so it made perfect sense because it was Tattoo Tuesday, but now it's Tattoo Saturday, which has no rhyme or melody to it, but I'm excited. It's gonna be a big one this time. Let's get started. The first part of the video is gonna be a lot of behind the scenes clips of me actually getting the tattoo done. It's like we were listening to movies and copyrighted music and all of that kind of stuff, which you guys know is a big no-no here on YouTube. This is my first large landmass tattoo. First I thought it was going to be about the same size or a little bit smaller than my foot tattoo, but lengthwise I do think it is quite a bit bigger. This tattoo is of Vlad Dracula. I feel like this is the first tattoo though that I got because it's something that interests me and something that I like and something that I would like stylistically represented on my body. You guys know that generally every other tattoo that I've ever gotten in life, there's like a deep emotional meaning and connection behind the piece. I feel like it's only an occasion in my life, like every 3 to 5 years, where I have some big like emotional saga that I'm going through that I kind of want to remember with a tattoo, and I kind of feel like that's pretty much been on par for every other tattoo I've gotten. But this time I just really wanted to get another tattoo, and I kind of feel like that's the way that it's going to be going for a little bit, because I do have other tattoos planned out that I want to get. The place that I went this time is Super Chongo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I always want to call it Super Chango. I will be sure and link to you guys the artist's Instagram and stuff down below. If you're anywhere in the Houston area, you need a new tattoo, hashtag not spawns, but I do highly recommend that you go check him out. Like, he's really fun to work with. He's an excellent, amazing artist. Like, he really takes the time to sit down, plan out what you want, and he draws it all. And I mean, I feel like it's always been an amazing process. I feel like my last like 4 tattoos have all been from him. I think only one tattoo, my botched tattoo, that's the only tattoo that he did not do. I love it. It's an experience every single time I go. I feel like Dogman and I always have a really good time. This is the first tattoo that I've ever been kind of nervous to start it and nervous while I was getting it done. I feel like this is the most times ever in my life that I've turned to Dogman and I'm like, you like it, right? You like this? There's a clip in this video like right after we got the outline done, and I'm like walking towards like a full mirror, and it was like kind of the first time that I saw the tattoo on myself, and I was like, oh my god, like, do I regret this? Like, I don't know if any of you guys have this, but it's almost like any time I make a major change to my appearance, like even if it's like a super drastic haircut, hair dye, piercing, like when I got my ears re-pierced last year, I feel like I kind of went through the same thing, and it's just almost like, wait, did I really want to do this? And it's like you almost have like a moment of like shock and panic, and you're like, wait, do I regret this life decision? Then like by the time I was done, I was so happy that I got it done, and especially now that I've been living with it for a week, like I feel like I just love it more every single day. I hate when I like second guess myself. That's like one of the worst feelings to me. We got there at 6 p.m. and we did not get home until 2 a.m. So it was definitely a very long process. But like I was telling you guys, like he draws out all of the artwork and everything and like really consults with you. So a lot of that process was actually just the planning and the illustrating and all of that. And I think the actual tattooing took between 2.5 to 3.5 hours. I would have to say this is probably the second most painful tattoo I've ever gotten. The foot is still far and away from what I remember the most painful tattoo I've ever gotten. Dominantly, like the highest part, like these little flags here, and the lowest part where his collar and this little brooch are, those were the most sensitive areas. Like his face and his hair and his hat and all of that stuff was not too painful. painful, but when you started to get too high or too low, it was painful. For me, I don't know why it's always like the swelling and stuff after I get a tattoo done. That is always far and away the worst for me, is like the healing process. I far more dread than the actual tattoo work itself. If any of you guys are part of the tattoo community out here on YouTube, y'all have to let me know about that as well. Like, do you dread the healing and the aftercare more than actually getting the tattoo? So you guys, this is the future. The future. Or maybe this has been around for a while. I don't know.
Medical grade adhesive that's
Yeah.
going to protect this in the early day here.
That's crazy.
It's made actually like for like bed sores. Like so you can cover them and leave them covered for long periods of time without having to constantly change the band-aid.
That looks so good.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys, full 24 hours tattoo update since I've had it done. That was the most confusing way I could have just said that statement ever, but I feel like normally in tattoo vlogs past, I just kind of show you guys like, oh, here's me getting the tattoo done, and then I actually like post the vlog a week later after it's like fully peeled and healed and done all its ooey gooiness. That is disgusting. You guys can see the tattoo better because we're about to peel this off together. I'm so nervous, so I feel like I need you guys with me for good luck. You guys can see it's just like this whole area of my arm has this wrap on it. We actually kind of formed it out of two smaller pieces. Every other tattoo I've ever gotten done in my life, when I get done, they like saran wrap it so that while it's initially healing, I know this sounds disgusting, but like initially when you get a tattoo, like it's very wet, like the first day of healing. It's very important to wrap it up. So like when you're sleeping in the first night and everything, you don't pull the ink out in your clothes or bed sheets. I can 1000% attest that this is something that does happen because it freaking happened to my foot tattoo the first night that I got it done. Here is my tattoo. I got this done in 2011. It could definitely use a touch up, but in my opinion, like it still looks really good. It's like a portrait cameo, and here's like the framework, and it was all this like rich gold and black when I originally got it done. But unfortunately, first night of healing, the edge of my foot snaked out of the saran wrap, and this area of my foot got stuck to the bed sheets, and all of this ink right here got pulled out on the very first night after I got it done. I was really nervous about that happening to my arm. I'm a side sleeper and I'm constantly wanting to flip back either side in the middle of the night. So I was really concerned about how I was going to properly like saran wrap this entire area. Once the swelling went down, I was concerned that the saran wrap would slip and I just wouldn't know it in the middle of the night, and like, oh my god, just take all the ink out of his face. That would suck so bad. So we tested this new thing out. Well, it was new for me. It's not new for the world of tattooing. It's stuck there. It's stuck on the entire surface of the tattoo, and it's definitely not going anywhere. As you guys will see in this little clip, like I feel like it was kind of nerve-wracking peeling the adhesive off. Like I was really scared. I was pulling the ink out. Like I don't know why I thought it would like stick really well. When it was time to peel it off, I just thought it was going to be like a miraculous, like easy lift. It literally was basically like peeling a gigantic band-aid off of this tattoo. Overall, I have mixed feelings about it. I feel like it did really protect the tattoo and I didn't pull any ink out, which was great. So for that reason, I feel like I really would recommend it. The tattoo does not look damaged or any different. So even though I was scared as I was peeling it off that I was peeling ink out and damaging it, I don't think that that's actually what happened. But if you're somebody like me and you have super, super sensitive skin or a lot of adhesives bother you, like 9 times out of 10, I just don't use band-aids. Ew. Anytime I put an adhesive on, like I will get like red, whelpy skin. Unfortunately, I think I had a pretty bad reaction to the adhesive, and I almost feel like that's what's made a little bit of this recovery a little bit rougher than it normally is, because I feel like I was not only dealing with like the swelling and the irritation of just getting a tattoo done, but also the swelling and the irritation of being irritated to the adhesive. I feel like I am going to continue to use that stuff in the future, because I had so much swelling when I first got this done, and the swelling went down so much on the first night that I know that I probably would have had the saran wrap slip, and I don't know, it probably would have damaged the tattoo. So overall, I will take a little itching, irritation, rashy swelling to keep the integrity of the tattoo. You can order this stuff yourself if you're planning on getting a tattoo. You can get like a roll of it. It looks like saran wrap. You can buy a roll of it yourself for 20 bucks, or if you want to call the tattoo studio ahead of time and ask them if they have it, they might just have it already and then you don't have to buy it yourself. Final tattoo conclusion. Because if I'm being very honest, like smaller tattoos, like when I got this one done, I feel like I was peeling for a good week and a half or so. So I don't want to just check in every day for 2 more weeks and be like, yep, still peeling. I feel like peeling scabs is not good vlog content. Correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe I can like rethink the whole course of my channel once again. But I feel like you guys will just continue to see it heal as I continue to make content on this channel, because I have been filming like this entire time. It's getting harder and harder to conceal, because right now, like any fabric touching it is really, really painful. I filmed a really fun shopping adventure video, which you guys will hopefully see next, but there was like a point in time when I just had to stop trying on jackets and long sleeve things because it was just hurting too bad. This does look very scaly and very, you know, I mean, it looks like scabs and scales. You know, it is what it is. It's a healing tattoo. It doesn't look good. I always thought I had like too many sleeveless shirts in my life. I'm like, why do I have so many shirts with no sleeves? And now that I have this in its healing process, I'm like, why do I not have enough shirts without sleeves? It's time to start cutting sleeves off my shirts. I know I said in my last little clip that it was my last update, but surprise! Look at all these delicious scabs. Little peely skins that I still have going on, mostly healed, and I still have quite a bit of peeling and scabbing to go. Today is technically Friday. I'd say technically because it's 4:17 in the morning. I got it done last Saturday, so it's pretty much been 7 days, and by pretty much I mean 6 days. It's actually been 6 days. I only kept it covered the first night. That's what my tattoo artist recommends. And after that, I have literally only been like rinsing the area very gently with water and, you know, very gently patting it dry. A lot of people on the internet and a lot of different tattoo artists have a lot of different opinions about like, put creams on it, don't put creams on it. My artist always just says, leave it open after the first night of wrapping it in saran wrap or whatever, and then don't put anything on afterward. And so I'm just following his advice, keeping it dry, keeping it clean, keeping it out of the sun, not putting any kind of sunscreen or ointment or makeup or self-tanner or anything I might be inclined to rub on my arm. Other than that, I feel like we are really on the mend now. I probably still have about 3 or 4 more days before it's completely healed and done. I've always just loved vampires, like, and I'm sure I've told you guys, when I was a baby, my kids, oh my god, kids, is this what you called me? My parents called me Baby Vlad. I've always been fascinated with vampires and stuff, and I used to take this little like ceramic Dracula with me everywhere when I was like a wee little baby. I think I've been Dracula like several times for Halloween. There's not like a huge emotional tie to why I have this in particular. It's just always been something I like, something that's fascinated me. I like it, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. I think next video is going to be on Monday. I filmed a very, very exciting like shopping video, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I hope y'all are doing great and awesome. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. Till I see you again, stay happy and stay sassy. But thank you guys so much for being here today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp family, and give a gator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all again very, very soon. Bye! I could have said a bit. Wait, very already starts with a V. Wait, how do you say like vampire talk? What is the thing that everyone does when they're like joking that they're a vampire? I wish to vash and wash your windows. Plus 10 points if you know where that's from. And also there was just a gentle scraping sound behind me. I just bought a bunch of antiques the other day. I think we'll have an uncommon haul this week. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye! How do I always do this? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm done filming. And then I just end up talking for another 5 minutes. Bye.